Welcome to Outdoor Defense, and this is Nicole Snell, and I'm here to give you safety strategies for all of your solo hiking, outdoor running, etc. adventures. And of course, everything that I teach can be applied to everyday life as well, not just the outdoors. So the topic for today, I wanted to address a question that has been coming up quite a bit in my comments and also in Q&A sessions. And the question is, well, if I speak up, if I address the harasser, the assailant, etc., that is going to make things quote unquote worse. That's going to make them attack me. And here's what I have to say to that. Of course, there are no guarantees in life. Everything that I teach, of course, there are no guarantees, even with self-defense. But what I can tell you is that speaking up and using your voice, that in itself is not going to make someone an attacker. You cannot turn a healthy person into an attacker by speaking up, by setting a boundary, by saying no, by asserting your boundaries. If someone attacks you or escalates or gets super angry when you do any of those things, that means that's who the person is. That means that was likely a goal that they had in mind that they were going to do regardless of your reaction. And actually the fact that you set a boundary and then they had that reaction, an escalated reaction, reinforces the need for why it was important for you to set that boundary in the first place, because their reaction gives you information about them and can advise you next on how to proceed and respond in that situation. You know, if you feel like walking away or ignoring someone, of course, is always an option too. But the idea that, oh, we shouldn't say anything, we should never speak up for ourselves because that'll make it worse, that's a very common fear. There are also a lot of situations where speaking up can deter an attack, can deter someone from a confrontation. There's lots of evidence and research supporting that, 30 plus years of research that have gathered evidence for things like this in different studies. I would be happy to provide you with links for sources if you're interested. But oftentimes assailants are looking for who they consider to be vulnerable, accessible, or distracted, or lacking in credibility. So by setting strong boundaries and using our voice, having strong body language, and making that eye contact, being willing to address the person. I'm not saying we are to be mean and rude and nasty to somebody, but just being assertive and saying, look, I'm not interested in talking, or, you know, don't speak to me that way. And being unapologetic and setting your boundary, that in itself can be a deterrent. It lets the person know that you have strong boundaries and they may disengage. So again, speaking up does not necessarily make things worse. And I want to encourage you that if you feel safe and comfortable doing so, that addressing people, speaking up for your boundaries, and asserting yourself when you need to can be an effective strategy for self-defense and help you feel more powerful and control of your environment. Your safety is more important than someone else's feelings, and you are worth fighting for. Don't forget to like this video. I put out videos every 2 weeks, and I look forward to seeing you again on Outdoor Defense. And if you have an idea for a topic you'd like me to cover, put it in the comments. Thanks so much.